Today's episode, I'm going to be giving you strategies on how to overcome setbacks, especially as a new entrepreneur, because you at an early stage of entrepreneurship and you're trying to build a business, you're trying to build a brand, and the last thing you want to do is lose motivation through setbacks and what have you, because that's going to be part of it, what have you. So I want to give you some strategies to help you when you hit that point in time of a setback and what have you. But other than that, man, guys, tap into episode number 34. Yep. I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta chase the dreams of mine. I got a vision, I got a spark. I'm gonna turn it to a work of art. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame. It's about creating something that will carry my name. Entrepreneurship, that's the game. Building empires, creating change, bringing ideas to life, taking risks, feeling alive. Invest Brand Podshow. Grand rising to all my investors and stuff out there, man. Thank y'all for tapping into another episode of the Invest Brand Podshow. Thank y'all for tuning in once again for a Monday, guys. You know what it is, man. On today's show, we're going to be talking about strategies on how to overcome setbacks, especially as a new entrepreneur. But before I get into the game today, you know what it is, man. If you are watching this playback of the show on our Invest Brand YouTube channel and what have you, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell, and definitely make sure you hit the like button. And if you listen to this playback on our Spotify channel, make sure you hit the follow button so you can be notified when a new episode drop of the Invest Brand Podshow. And also make your way over to investbrand.com. Once again, investbrand.com. Sign up on our emailing list and you'll definitely receive a 10% off because the relaunching, the rebranding of the Invest Brand is coming soon. So definitely you'll be ready for it. Once you sign up for the email, you get a notification when it drops, new site is released. So you can be able to get all the new designs that we have created for the new Invest Brand and what have you. So that's very, very important. Once again, go over to investbrand.com, guys. But before I jump into the topic, you know what it is, man. About to take a quick commercial break, come back with that segment called Quote Me on That, where I read you a quote and explain to you what the quote means. Then, you know, we're going to get into the topic. You know what it is, guys, man. Invest Brand Pod Show. Make sure y'all tap back in. Yep. Welcome back to the Invest Brand Pod Show, man. Like I said before we jump into the topic, we're going to hit you with this segment, man. Quote Me on That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. For all my entrepreneurs out there, new, thinking about being an entrepreneur, part-time, full-time, people out there betting on themselves, investing in themselves, pursuing goals and what have you, man. And today's quote for today's segment, Quote Me on That, is never doubt your own greatness, because you are capable of accomplishing anything you want to. I'm going to read that quote one more time, once again, just in case you didn't hear or understand what I said. Never doubt your greatness, because you are capable of accomplishing anything you want to. So basically, you know, the quote is straight, simple, to the point. We all pursue greatness within us. We all have greatness in us. And a lot of us don't know how to tap into that greatness, because you know why? Because we doubt ourselves. We doubt that we can't do anything as great as the next person. We cannot create something or an idea like somebody that we know, or people that we see in the social media world, or people we see on TV, what have you, right? But that's far from the truth. We all can create something that's great. We all can do something that's great. But you got to be able to bet on yourself. You got to be able to put your mind to it. You got to be able to have confidence and never doubt yourself that you cannot do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. I know we all heard that saying. It's a cliche saying. You can do whatever you put your mind to, which is true. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You can tap into your greatness and make it happen, right? But it requires believing in yourself. It requires putting in the work, right? It's just not just believing in yourself. You got to also believe in yourself and put in the work so you can be able to execute the plan at motion or what have you. So that is the quote, and that is the segment Quote Me On That for today. So we're going to jump right into the next segment. You know what it is, man. Entrepreneurs, where I read you something from the entrepreneurship world and what have you. What's going on and what have you. Just read you an article, tell you about something, just give you something that you can be abreast of. Maybe it can help you, give you some ideas and what have you, or some advice, something that you can learn from and what have you. So before we get in the segment, man, we jumping into the segment entrepreneurs, guys. And today's entrepreneurs in the entrepreneurship world and what have you, what you want to call it. I read this article off found it on entrepreneur.com, which you can go to. Is for entrepreneurs. You can read what's going on in the world of entrepreneurship and what have you. So I ran across this article. It said it was talking about actually 5 things you really need to do when starting your own business and what have you, right? So upon reading this, they gave you 5 things that you can do. So I'm going to give you the 5 things that they have on here. And also, you can go on entrepreneur.com. I know many times I say I'm going to post a link, and I forget every time to post the link, but at the same time, you can go to entrepreneur.com. You can find the article there too and what have you. So the 5 things that they said that you need to do when starting your business, and the first thing they have is having a market strategy, right? Which is very important. You definitely want to have a market strategy. You want to have something that you can go by. You want to have some type of blueprint, some type of something on paper that can guide you and what have you. So each step that you need to take. You have things in order. And that's what a market strategy basically going to help you with, help you with strategizing how you're going to hit your target market, what you're going to do to hit that target market, what direction you're going to go in and what have you. So that's a good thing about developing a good market strategy, right? And sometimes if you don't know how to do that, you can hire somebody who's a market strategist that can help you fill in the blanks, help you get in the right track and what have you. So it's very important to make sure you have a strong market strategy to keep you on track, to get you going in the right direction and what have you. Number 2, what they have on the list is know what exactly you offering, and that's very important because a lot of times we don't know what we offering far as a business, right? Somebody can ask you what type of business you getting in, and you can tell them, and they ask you, okay, what is your services? What do you provide far as this business? Or if you're telling somebody about your business plan and what have you, and they ask you, okay, what type of services you gonna provide? What you gonna do? You want to know exactly what you want to do. You just don't want to create something and you don't have the exact thing that you're going to offer, your services and what have you. So it's very important to know what you're going to do far as business, right? And you want to be able to articulate that of your business plan and what have you in a way where people can understand what you trying to do and what have you, because you don't want to have something that's a good idea, but you don't know how to come across the people the right way with it and explain to them what you're offering, because it's very important. People want to know if it's something they feel like they can benefit from, is something that they can really use. Because one thing, people don't want to feel like they've been used. People don't want to feel like that they're getting a service from you, and afterwards they feel they get this feeling that they was got, or they was scammed and what have you. So you want to know what you're doing far as what you're going to offer as your business and what have you. Number 3 they have on here is produce content that keeps you in front of your audience. And I talk about that in various videos, and that's very important to do. Make sure you providing content that's going to be relevant to the target market that you're trying to target, right? Your avatar that you're trying to target, because you don't want to create content that's misleading, content that people don't understand. You want to create content that keeps the eyes. Every time somebody scrolling down their Facebook feed, Instagram feed, or what have you, and they see something of yours, they automatically stop because it's eye catching, right? It catches their eye every time, right? It's something that stands out, and your content keeps people in front of it, and people want more and more. And every time somebody see it, they want it. They want to see what you got going on and what have you. Just like Country Wayne, because he's big on Facebook, right? Got a big deal from Facebook and what have you, and he's creating a lot of skits, which he have a team of other people with him that he allows them to create their own skits for their own situations and what have you, right? And it's something that anytime Country Wayne, you can be on Facebook, and if you watch his skits and you are committed to his skits, every last one that drops, you can be scrolling and you see Country Wayne and you see drop another skit, you're gonna automatically stop that because that content that they are producing is something that people want to see. It's something like a mini soap opera that's on Facebook and what have you. So it keeps people in front of, he keeps his audience in front of him because people are waiting for the next video to drop, right? It's like somewhat of they leave you with a cliffhanger, wondering what is going to happen next. So you want to create your content in a way that people are wanting more and more of it, and and rightfully so. Right. And number 4 on the list, they have do something to push forward every day. And that goes along with, becoming motivated every day. Do something, you can get you a planner every day. Write your weekly plans down because it's going to help you get up, write your affirmations down within your planner. It's going to help you get up because now you're teaching yourself discipline. Now, when discipline leads to being consistent, right? And now you consistently every day pushing yourself forward to be able to get done with these tasks that you have set forward so you can be able to grow your business, be able to grow as an entrepreneur and what have you. So it's very important to do something that's going to help you push forward and what have you, because when you know what this is going to lead to, it's going to help you push forward. It's going to help you stay focused and what have you. So it's very important that you do that. And number 5, the last thing that they had on the list is take good care of the customers you have. And that's very important because sometimes as entrepreneurs, when you start gaining customers and you have customers that have been supporting you from day one, been part of your community, what have you, sometimes we neglect them due to trying to get more new customers to come in within our community, get new sales, and we neglect the customers that we have, not understanding that the customers that you already have, your recurring customers, are going to continue to support you, going to continue to keep you in business because they're a part of your community. Whatever you provide and produce, they feel like it provides benefit. They benefit from it, especially when it comes to their life and what have you, right? So you never want to neglect the reoccurring customers that you have. It's more or less like your community-based family that's going to give you let you know the ideas that you're producing is something that they want to see, something that's a big hit. They going to help you sell your services to other people that they feel like they can use it and benefit from it and what have you. So never neglect your customers. Make your customers feel like they are appreciated. Make your customers feel like they are wanted within your community. Make your customers feel like they are the reason why your doors is open, why you are so relevant right now and what have you. So you want to make sure you treat your customers right. It's very important. So that is the 5 things that they have far as this list of things that they say that you need to do when starting your own business, which I agree with. You definitely need a market strategy, come up with one. You definitely need to know what you're offering as far as your business. What is your services, what have you. You definitely want to produce content that's going to keep people in front of you, of relevant content. You do something, push yourself forward, and days can become hard. And sometimes it can be hard staying motivated, but you want to continue to push forward. And customers, I done talked about this many times. Customers, you want to make sure you treating your customers right, especially your recurring customers that's supporting you at everything that you put out, everything you do, your services and what have you. But other than that, guys, I don't want to hold y'all too long. So we're going to get into the topic for today. Like I said, today's topic we're going to be talking about is we're going to give you strategies on how to overcome setbacks, especially as a new entrepreneur, because it's very important, guys. You are a new entrepreneur. You just entered the field of entrepreneurship. Maybe you're a part-time entrepreneur, you full-time entrepreneur, or whatever it is, right? Getting into it, and trying to stay motivated because now you at ground zero in the field of entrepreneurship. You in the phase of trying to get your business off the ground. You're trying to get your business noticed, right? You're trying to, or you got your brand going and what have you. So this is the very important part. These first 6 months to a year is very important because most entrepreneurs quit within 6 months, maybe even shorter than that, right? So this is a very pivotal moment, right? The first if you can last past the first 6 months to a year, more likely you can hit that 3 years to 5 years mark where now you are really doing what you set out to do far as an entrepreneur and what have you, right? But that's very important because it's going to be setbacks. And sometimes entrepreneurs, they allow setbacks to end their career as an entrepreneur. Some entrepreneurs, like I said, have a setback and you never hear from them again, right? Some entrepreneurs hit a setback and it's hard for them to bounce back and what have you. So these are strategies that you can use. It's more out there that maybe if these strategies that I give you feel like these strategies is not going to help you with any setbacks that you may have happen within your field. It's other strategies that you can do to help you with your setbacks and what have you. So the number one thing on my list, far as strategies for overcoming setbacks, far as new entrepreneurs, is change your mindset. That's very important. You have to change your mindset. Once you have that first setback, you have to change your mindset. Because if you get stuck in the same mindset of now, like, man, I failed. It's over with. I quit. I done hit a rough patch. I hit a setback where this must be a sign telling me I don't need to be an entrepreneur, right? Which is all lies that you're telling yourself, right? Just change. You have to change your mindset. You got to understand that this is the time for you to learn. Why did you have this setback? Why did this happen? Right? You can always learn from failure. It's a learning purpose. This is what it is. That's what all failure is. You learning from your setbacks, right? You learning what now how you can do next time. What can you do to avoid that setback, right? Now you learn from it, and once you learn from it, now you have the opportunity to make it right. The second time around, it's all about bouncing back, coming back stronger, changing your mindset into now, all right, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to go at it again. This is to avoid any other setbacks that may occur and what have you. So when you learn from your failure, that's part of growth. And now you are ready for opportunities and what have you. And number 2 on my list is learn from the setbacks, which I just said. You want to learn from the setback because if you don't learn why you had this setback, then you're going to constantly have the same setback or setbacks added on to the setback that you already have, right? So you want to learn from it because when you learn from it, now you can avoid it. Now you know what to do and versus of doing something that you're not supposed to do, right? And now you have a greater chance at advancing forward with your plan, with your goals, with all the strategies that you have created and what have you, right? So it's very important to identify the setback, work on it, make a change on it, make the corrections, then you come back at it again. You come back at it 10 times stronger. So now this same mistake won't happen in the future. It'd be most likely it won't happen because you change your mindset and you learn from it and what have you. See, you gotta be able to analyze it, you know what I'm saying, and understand, okay, I had a setback, it happens, but this is not the end of the world. This is the time for me to learn from it. Now I can come back and make it right. And number 3, to avoid to overcoming a setback and what have you, is stay focused on your goals. That's very key. Don't lose track of why you're doing this. Even though you have a setback, don't allow it to make you lose focus on what is your mission, what is your goals, right? You have a goal. That's why when you are focused and you do have a setback, you're going to be eager to learn from the setback so you can hurry up, get going again, and get back is on your long-term goals for your business rather than you being becoming unfocused due to the setback and what have you. So I always stay focused on your long term business goals and what have you. So that's very, very important, guys. Very important. And number 4 on my list is seek advice and support, because it's very important, man. Like I said, man, a lot of us sometimes as entrepreneurs, we allow our egos get in the way where we don't want to seek help from others. We don't want to reach out for support and what have you. But understand, you have successful entrepreneurs out here who had help, had a mentor, right? Seek support and what have you. It's nothing wrong. That's what makes you grow as an entrepreneur, right? If you have to go get a mentor to help you avoid the setbacks, avoid the pitfalls that comes with being an entrepreneur, what have you, go ahead and do it, right? Especially if you have the money, the capital to do it right away, right? Go and ask successful entrepreneurs, right? Hang around people who has success at growing businesses and what have you, right? Get the support that you need. It's very important because it's all about you winning as an entrepreneur. It's all about you being successful as an entrepreneur and growing as an entrepreneur. And you can't grow if you allow your ego to step in front of you and you making decisions that's going to help you, right? And that's very important, man. You always, man. That's why it's important for you to network. And I talked about that a couple episodes ago. Networking, the importance of networking. That's why you go to seminars, especially with successful entrepreneurs, and you network, right? Get inside these communities with successful entrepreneurs, and you network, right? That's very important as an entrepreneur. That's very important, man, to help you grow as an entrepreneur, help you grow your brand, because they will tell you things that you need to know, things that you didn't know. It can help you with the processes growing with an entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur and what have you, because now you have the resources. You may have the resources that they didn't have at the time, and they have the luxury of helping you out and what have you. So it's very important, man, to always, man, seek advice, have support if you need it. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. And the support comes with building a community. Very important. That's why as a brand owner, you want to definitely build your community, because you need that support from people who's going to help and support you, help you with your ideas, and what have you. You know, you can bounce back ideas, get feedback and what have you. And they can definitely, the advice from people that you network with can help you, help you with, navigating through challenges and avoiding setbacks and what have you. So that's very, very important. And number 5 is take care of yourself. Number 5 is take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. It's very important. I talked about this again as an entrepreneur, and I think a couple episodes ago. It's about self-care. Take care of yourself as an entrepreneur. Sometimes you may need take a couple days off. You need to refreshing your mindset. You need refreshing your thinking cap, so you can be able to come up with new ideas, come up with things that you need for as your business or what have you. Take care of yourself mentally, physically, health-wise, and what have you. Go out, take a vacation, go out and work out. You know what I'm saying? Get your juices flowing. Do things that's going to help you take care of yourself as an entrepreneur rather than you burn yourself out. That's the last thing you want to do, is burn yourself out as an entrepreneur. And that's hard. Once you burn yourself out, now you really have to do things that's going to help you become focused again, motivated again, inspired again, empowered again, and what have you. So do things right now before it gets worsened to help you as an entrepreneur. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying? If you take breaks, if you if you need to take breaks, go on a family trip, do things that's gonna refresh you. So that's very, very important, very important. And the last thing on my list is you definitely want to be flexible and be able to adapt to changes. as an entrepreneur, because it's very important. You might need to make changes due to a setback, because it might have been something that you or was doing wrong, something that you implemented in your business that caused the setback. So you might have to adapt due to whatever is going on in the market within entrepreneurship, within the market that you're in as an entrepreneur. So it's very, very important for you to be able to be flexible. You might have to make a change. You might have to add something there that makes you be flexible of making a decision and, making changes, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know, new opportunities can come arise while you've been an entrepreneur. New things can happen, right? Sometimes you have to change your goals around or what have you. So you want to be able to be flexible and be able to pivot when it comes to your strategy that you have created for your business, right? You want to be able to leave some type of room just in case you have to pivot, right? It's very important because, like I said, you never know when new opportunities may happen. You never know when circumstances may happen within your field that you may have to adapt to, make changes, make pivot to, and what have you. So it's very important that you do these things, you know what I'm saying, especially being flexible and being able to adapt to any type of things that may occur and go on. So thank y'all, man, for tapping in with me on this Invest Brand Pod Show. And so that's what's very important. Like I said before, if you didn't find anything on that list that you think that would help you with a setback if it occurred, it's more things out there that you can look at, that you can get, and what have you. These are just some things that I'm throwing out here that I think, in my own opinion, that can help you, because these are things that I look up to. These are things that I use just in case I have a setback. This keeps me on track. So I'm reaching out to all new entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs that's been in game for a couple months and what have you, just reaching out to y'all, giving you these things that I use, these things that I look at and make sure I'm staying on course as an entrepreneur and what have you. So this is why it's so important for us to be able to tap in to other entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying, to ask for advice, to get some type of support from and what have you. So that's why it's so important for you to join an entrepreneurship community, because you got other like-minded people that's right there with you guys. So that's very, very important, man. But once again, man, thank y'all for tapping in to another Invest Brand Pod Show for this week. Once again, like I said, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell, and make sure you hit the like button, man. And if you listen to this on our Spotify channel, make sure you hit the follow button, guys, and go over to investbrand.com, sign up on the mailing list, get 10% off, guys. Relaunch is coming soon. Thank y'all once again, man, for tapping in, man. See y'all next Monday. Yep.